All right, let's dive in. Artificial intelligence isn't just some buzzword in trading anymore. It's a full-on tidal wave. We're talking about 2026, and the game is changing faster than ever. Smarter, more accessible tools are completely reshaping how we all look at the markets. So let's get right into it. But here's the thing. With all this new power at our fingertips, it brings up a huge question for every single trader out there. Is this new AI going to be your ultimate co-pilot, helping you navigate these tricky markets? Or is it quietly becoming your biggest, most powerful competitor? That's exactly what we're going to unpack today. So, first things first, let's get on the same page. We need to look at what we actually mean by AI and trading and what really makes 2026 such a different ballgame. Okay, so at its core, AI and trading is all about using these super advanced programs to just crunch through massive, and I mean massive, amounts of market data. Think of things like AI-powered trading bots or tools that can read the sentiment of 1,000 news articles in a second, or even models that try to predict where the market's heading next. They can either make the trades for you or just act as this incredibly powerful assistant right by your side. And this right here is the absolute game changer for 2026. This kind of tech, it's not locked away in the basements of giant hedge funds anymore. Nope, it's now being built right into the popular trading platforms that everyday retail traders, people just like you and me, are using. The playing field has totally changed. So, with all this tech now in your hands, what do you actually get? Well, let's flip the coin and start with side A, the massive opportunities that AI brings to the table. Just think about this for a second. Millions. That's how many different data points an AI can analyze pretty much instantly. We're talking news reports, social media, financial statements, price charts, all at once. It's finding these tiny, subtle patterns that, let's be honest, are just impossible for the human eye to ever catch on its own. And that incredible speed, it unlocks some huge advantages. You're getting lightning-fast data analysis. You get trading without emotion, right? Because an algorithm doesn't have a fear or greed button. It leads to smarter risk management that can adapt in real time. You can backtest a new strategy in minutes, not days or weeks. And of course, the big one we mentioned, it's more accessible than ever before. But you knew this was coming. It's not all sunshine and rainbows. With all this power comes some new and frankly, pretty sneaky challenges. So let's flip that coin over to side B and talk about the risks you absolutely have to know about. Okay, on the flip side, we've got 5 big dangers to watch out for. First, there's over-reliance, just blindly trusting whatever the machine tells you. Second, what we call black box models, where you get an answer, but you have no clue why. Third, if everyone starts using similar AIs, it could actually make the market more volatile. Fourth, the AI is only as good as the data you feed it. And finally, these new platforms can create new security risks. And that brings us to maybe the single most important rule in all of AI trading. It's simple. Bad data equals bad trades. An AI can only be as smart as the information it learns from. I mean, just imagine you train an AI using only data from a 5-year bull market. The very second the market turns south, that model could make some truly disastrous decisions because its entire view of the world is wrong. It's that classic garbage in, garbage out problem, but on a whole other level. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. Look at this trade-off. We bring in AI to solve a classic human problem, right? Making emotional decisions based on fear and greed. But by doing that, we introduce a brand new machine-based risk, the black box problem. The AI spits out a decision, but we have absolutely no idea what the logic was behind it. We've literally traded one problem for another. So you're looking at these incredible opportunities on one side and these pretty serious risks on the other. How in the world do you move forward? Well, that brings us to our final and probably most important section, your smart AI playbook for balancing all this power with your own good old-fashioned human judgment. All right, here it is. 5 clear steps. Number 1, understand the basics of whatever tool you're using. Never, ever trade blindly. Number 2, and this is huge, combine the AI's insights with your own analysis. It's a tool, not a replacement for your brain. 3, demand transparency. Go for tools that actually let you see the logic or tweak the settings. 4, always, always start small. Test out any new AI strategy in a demo account first. And finally, number 5, you got to keep learning because this whole field is changing by the week. So at the end of the day, here's the key takeaway. The winners in this new era of trading, they're not going to be the people who just blindly follow an algorithm. And they're not going to be the people who ignore this tech completely either.
The smartest, most successful traders in 2026 are going to be the ones who figure out how to masterfully blend the raw power of AI with their own unique human discipline and judgment.
And that just about wraps it up. Now that you've got a map of the new landscape, I'll leave you with a question to think about. Of all the risks we talked about, from those black box models to just plain bad data, what's the one thing you're going to be watching out for first in your own trading?